Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today, after a day of Monday, I am here to enjoy with y'all IVE's latest release of Attitude, the official MV for Nyaaa. Now, a while back, of course, we checked out together Rebel Heart. Oh my goodness, the empowering lyrics that were super meaningful, and at the same time had a fun guitar that made it so energetic and anthemic with it. If you guys haven't seen my reaction and review to that music video and song in itself, I highly recommend you do so. But hey, enough talk. Let me bring up Attitude here. It seems like it's gonna tackle a similar theme maybe because the titling of it, Attitude Rebel Heart. But hey, let me pop my IEMs in here. Let's go. What's with this printer? Got me turning my head a bit for the members. No way. They brought the sample. Tom's Diner? What? Oh, right. Let me adjust the lyrics a bit here. Wow, Gauss. Really popping off. This pre-chorus, I love the setup here. Even if you hate me. Oh, the insistent chug and movement. I love it. Go on, young. They brought back the hook. Da, 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 da. I can't believe it, y'all. The Tom's Diner sampling, we're gonna have to talk about that more. But right away, sorry for the abrupt pause, but I gotta point this out right away, even with Liz here in the first frame. Perfect pause. But Attitude, it really tackles a similar theme to Rebel Heart. Rebellious, right, standing up for what's right, for justice. But Attitude, more so oneself, identity. This is who I am, and in such an unapologetic kind of manner. Hey, I may like you, you may not like me, but I'm gonna continue to do me. You know, I'm gonna continue to be myself. I don't care what they say. I'm gonna be careless. I'm gonna be me. Wow. Oh, yes, I am so for the message in this song. Let me bring it back a bit because this hook brought in this modern day age of K-pop by IVE is so catchy. Wow. Da 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 da. Ray? I'ma say hair is so pretty. Oh my goodness, even more moments by her. Yes, girl. The vocals, they're soaring here. They're sending. The imagery is very powerful too, and random at times, I've got to admit. It works though. Attitude, da 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 da. Ooh, the little like two-step and what is this bridge? I dig it low-key here. Hot, 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 hot. Did that just happen? That just happened. What a climax. Strut it. I honestly like who I am, right? I'm just being me. I'm just genuine. I am myself. I'm not sure about you, but like, why? Why do you care so much, right? Right? I may like you, sure, but at the end of the day, it's like it reinforces that idea of like you can care that I like you, but I don't have to care that you like me or not, and especially if you don't like who I am, how I am, and what I do. Like, oh, IVE's attitude, genius, chef's kiss all around. I mean, first things first, we gotta address the elephant in the room, the Tom's Diner sampling. I mean, what year are we in? This was back in like the 1980s, you know, I heard it here and there when I was young on the radio. I mean, it's still a classic. Let me bring it up here right away. And then when you bring it a bit more. This was back in the day, that contemporary pop, right? Old school. I love it. I love it so much. One of the catchiest hooks out there, without a doubt. But I mean, it really goes to show you that like IVE has been really consistent with the people that they've been working with the samplings and all, right? They have had numerous samples that are not like so cookie cutter, copy paste, you feel me? The fact that they integrated Tom's Diner, that as a hook in IVE's attitude here, really clever, and bringing it back with an extra oomph the second go around by the time we hear it again. But also, let me put my other IEM down and talk a little bit more about the song production wise, right? It's cool how they take contemporary pop. We're talking about like the likes of 1980s with a modern day K-pop, right? Performance heavy, this chic elegance, right? Combination of bit of, you know, Vogue feel to it, but most importantly, how the imagery, how symbolic this goes throughout this music video, and how meaningful the lyrics play out. I mean, I'm gonna point out the lyrics as we go, but notice how they're not dressed up like your average day Joe 9 to 5, right? Doing what they want wherever they want to, they want to do in the workplace, and just doing their own thing and enjoying every single moment, because when you are truly yourself, you do enjoy the moment and you enjoy life in itself. What's really cool too, to backtrack a bit, because something to note with these samplings consistently, I know, because the samplings that IVE utilizes don't always hit the same tempo, the same BPM, the same key necessary. Because if you guys notice in Tom's Diner that I previewed it a bit and showcased you guys who are not familiar with the original song, it's sitting in a flat key, like F flat about there, F flat minor. It's more, you know, melancholy. It is more mysterious, dark. That's what I can describe that the minor key in terms of a vibe per se. But if we're talking about IVE's attitude, it's utilizing a major key without a doubt, more bright-spirited, carefree, careless, let loose, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool how they interpret that into uplifting and encouraging song, and yet again, an anthem for us all and everyone out there, you feel me? I love the way I love the way I dress. I'm being me. I love the way I act, you know? So it's like, come on now. This was so cohesive. Pretty much, I mean, Rebel Heart was cohesive, Attitude was cohesive. This is one of the many things that I absolutely love about IVE's music, and for what they do, you know? So let me bring up attitude yet again here, break it down bit by bit more, and yeah. Come on now. I just feel like this is a Canon printer. Some wild note there. I work with like Canon printer, I've seen them all, but Are you sure? Are you sure you want to be a member of Loveless Society? Yes and yes, right? I feel like that plays the tension of like a society where it's like, you know, there's no love per se. It's more so about self love, right? The matter of purpose here. Of course, we want a society where everyone loves one another and loves each other and themselves. But Loveless Society, I feel like that points towards more so oneself here. So see what I'm saying? The imagery. Everyone acts the same way. You know, usually we see everyone travel in the same direction, you know, commuting to work, at the workplace. But notice how IVE's move in the opposite. That contrast there is so clever in the direction of this music video and performance as a whole with IVE. No luck but lucky. Wow, EXO. This setup in the pre-chorus really elevates it with Liz too, and these risers. Of course we do. And that insistent chug, right? The kick snare work, right? The bass line. I'm that girl. Attitude. That's me. I'm that attitude. This is who I am. Da 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 da. I love how, you know, cohesive these synth strings are. You know what I'm saying? The synth strings with Liz here simultaneously hit like this. Q. Verse 2. That 808 bass, the ticking of the hi-hats, and then the baton being passed to Gael here was truly everything. You are lying to me if you do not agree with the statement. Gael truly shined in the music video for Attitude. I feel like Gael and Ray, without a doubt, huge standouts for this particular era, without a doubt. Is that a hot take? Either way, you get the point. You can agree with me or not. What? Not? G. Ordeal to me. It's very clever how, like, they have these measurements, these protractors and all, because in a way, this imagery, yet again, very symbolic in how society wants you to be a certain way, look a certain way. I mean, with this crazy K-pop scene of crazy, insane K-pop fans judging, you know, idols and people judging each other, right? This high standard and all, like, this person must look this way, you know what I'm saying? This person's ugly, right? You know, it's like, and I feel like simultaneously, this like instruments of measurement and all that stuff really showcases like, oh, I'm made in a special way too, especially with this reflection right here, right? I might be digging too deep on that reflection point, but either way, you get the point. Like, come on now. I'm that attitude. Love these scenes with Hwanyoung. I love it, you know, it's so random, but it works, you know, matching with, you know, the set, and contrasting from the co-workers and colleagues out there. And then as we progress here, this unbelievable, I'm not sure, like, crazy bridge that you'd expect not to occur happens this way. Hold. Very rambunctious, let loose, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like this comes to a tipping point, a boiling point per se. Shot, shot, shot. Like, what the heck? It turned into a club right here. Hot, hot, hot. But it's all about expression, and I feel like the bridge really expresses, this is me. This is truly me. I am so hot. I am hot in my own way, you know what I'm saying? And I'm showing what I'm all about. See, and now, love it. It's not loveless society anymore. It is love society, right? This is where IVE brings rest of society together to dance along, have a great time, and, you know, just do their own thing. Attitude. Yo, Yejin. Love her moment here, where she centers the group. Strut it. Oh, I hit my mic. I'm having such a fun time. Yo. Unbelievable. IVE has done it again. They have blown me out of the water and sent me with this one. I have a tough decision between Rebel Heart and Attitude in terms of my favorite, clearly. It seemed just like the previous era where I was like stuck between picking a favorite, but I gotta give Attitude more listens due to the bridge without a doubt. But aside from that, very clean 10 out of 10, visually, symbolically, meaningful, and just the lyricism as well, right? Just meaningful lyrics, and of course, meaningful scenes that were so fun, comedic, and truly IVE in its own craft and, you know, area. Because this is what I've always felt about IVE. They're in their own area, doing their own thing, not hopping onto a trend, like, sure, being boastful, being rambunctious, and being, oh, I'm cool. Look, I'm cool. I'm everything is such a common pattern to take, but this specific theme, and to really pivot in a meaningful kind of way of saying, this is who I am, about you know, being careless, unapologetic, and showing who you truly are. It provides more purpose to all and is so empowering. Yet another anthem thanks to the sampling of Tom's Diner. But let me know your thoughts of Attitude by IVE. Did you absolutely loved this as much as I did, fellow dives? Let me know in the comment section down below. Obviously, I'm gonna have to gear up for more IVE releases, and then eventually album review. I'm sort of getting ahead of myself here as per usual, so stay tuned for more IVE content on the Patreon and on the channel. This has been Garrison. Take care and peace.